been getting money, if you know me. You know that. When I first met my plug, I told him I piss 100 G.
Before Young Dolph teamed up with World Star Hip Hop and his videos with Gucci Mane, OT, Genesis, 2 Chainz, and Juicy J would get millions of YouTube views.
It's me? Yeah. Oh shit, that me too? Nigga, I get 4 on. What's that? What's your name? Look, don't worry about it. Listen, just know later on, bring that ass here, girl.
Before he got himself an extra $1 million. Before Young Dolph finally released his debut album, King of Memphis, which reached 49 on the Billboard 200 after 7 years of high-quality mixtapes. Before his headline tour in 2015 sold out, and his paper route empire brought the rapper's net worth to over $300,000. Wait, what was that tweet about?
Feel what I'm saying? Like straight up, nigga. All the kingpins and myths, nigga, they come from my side of town, nigga. South, nigga.
Adolph Thornton was born in Illinois, but both his parents were hard into the hustle game. In no position to raise children, he left for Memphis to be raised by his grandmother. He then used money he earned on the streets himself to help out his family and launch his rap career. What's going on, guys? My name is Michael McCrudden, documenting the life of Young Dolph prior to fame, here for you on Before They Were Famous. Now, I've already covered rappers like Curren and Montana of 300 and a bunch of others, but there are always more, and I want to hear from you down below. Who's next?
That shit is scrumptious. You know, I can't argue with that.
Adolph Thornton Jr. was born on August 11, 1985 in Chicago, Illinois. Dolph was named after his dad and both his parents, not after some Nazi leader that you may be thinking about. That'd be awkward. Both his parents, well, they were hustlers. His mom was from Chicago and his dad, well, he was from Memphis. But after school, the father relocated to the Windy City. The two were both hustling on the streets when they met, and when they started having kids, it was just, you know, well, they had to be responsible, and they weren't ready for it. So the kids, they had to go. They had 2 daughters and 3 sons, but were in no position to raise them. Instead, their grandmother raised the girls in the city, while the 3 boys headed to Memphis to be raised by another grandma. Dolph was only 2 when this all happened. From there, he grew up in the same area his father did, Castalia Heights in South Memphis. Even though he hung out in the same spots and went to the same schools as his dad, his grandmother did everything she could to keep him off the streets. But raising 3 boys in the middle of a gang-ridden neighborhood was no easy task, especially for a 77-year-old woman. For real. Out of respect to her, Dolph didn't get as deep into the hood culture as he might have if his parents were influencing him, even though he did take to hustling in his teens. He knew he wasn't in it for the long game. He took the money he earned and put it towards helping his family's financial situation. He realized how much of a burden his grandma took on and took some of the responsibility of raising his 2 younger brothers. What a sweet guy. Who would have thunk it?
I stacked my first $50,000. I ain't look at it like, oh, I got 50 bands. Bro, my mom had 5 kids. I had 2 brothers, 2 sisters. I'm like, man, we got 10 bands apiece.
He focused on getting his high school diploma, and it was in school that his classmates saw Dolph had a talent. He had a passion for music early on, and his cousins introduced him to rappers 3 6 Mafia, Play a Fly, 8 Ball, and MGJ. His rap was clever and had a sense of humor. He graduated from high school but had no plans on going to college. He kept on hustling for a few years, but when his grandmother passed in 2009, he decided to express himself in this dark time through his music.
Born in the 80s, crack baby. Damn. Mama, she was in the streets, so guess who raised me?
He dropped his first mixtape Paper Route campaign that year and made 20,000 CDs. He had his buddies go to all the clubs in Memphis, big and small, to hand out the CD and make sure Dolph had a presence in the streets. Initially, he made his music for the people he grew up around in the hood, but it wasn't long before the whole city was behind him. Soon everyone on the streets knew who Young Dolph was, and the city of Memphis was showing him a lot of love. His real lyrics and humble demeanor was a winning combination. Then one night when he was at a packed club, he didn't hear his stuff being played. He went up to the DJ, gave him $100 and told him to play the track. Then he walked away. It was clever and bold moves like this that got his music out to the masses and made his tracks some of the biggest club bangers the South had seen in years. He continued his success releasing high quality mixtapes and keeping in touch with his roots. While other young artists were spending their time worrying about how many likes their Instagram posts got or trying to get signed by major labels, Dolph was making a name for himself in Memphis as an independent artist building up his home base.
So that's how we gonna do this shit, man. You feel me? This ain't just the hottest shit in the motherfucking street, but this the realest shit in the motherfucking streets.
When he booked his first show in Memphis, he got $5,000 for the gig. That's a crazy amount for a first show, but instead of pocketing it, he threw it all out into the crowd. I know. No matter how big Young Dolph became, he never forgot he was from the streets, and because of it, his fans are some of the most loyal in the industry. His tracks California and Preach broke into the top 20, an impressive feat for an independent rapper. And the rest of the story? Well, you know the story because this is before they're famous. My name is Michael McCrudden and we do a whole lot of celebrity bios on here. We've done a whole bunch of rappers. I'm actually like, is there anyone we haven't done? I know there is. Let us know in the comments down below who you want to hear about next. Kodak Black, we're working on that one. And check out our other videos. We do athletes, we do porn stars, we do Instagram models, we do comedians, actors, you know, anyone who's anyone. See you guys in another video.